Hey guys, so as you can see by the title of this video, today I'm here to talk about this hair that I'm rocking, this hair that probably looks beautiful on camera because whenever it needs to show up and show out, it seems to do that. So this hair is from the Fabulosity is Me on Instagram. I forgot. Like I'll insert exactly what the brand, I think it's called like Terry Styles or something like that. I'll insert it, the name of this hair. But basically, a lot of you probably already know her. She started on YouTube and then she, she started making videos and she created her whole line of hair. And I've basically been watching this girl since forever, and the hair that she's always like posting on her Instagram, because I literally follow both her personal Instagram page and her hair pages, and I just look at the hair with envy. So finally I decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. I saved and got my money together and I was like, yes, finally that time for me to be laid like she always seems to be laid. Well, her hair seems to always be laid. I was so excited when I ordered the hair. I had a moment of panic because when I did order the hair, she doesn't send like order confirmations or anything like that. So the only thing I got was like when the hair got ready to ship out, which was like, I think like 5-6 days later or something like that. When the hair shipped out, I got a notification, which like, eased my mind because I was so like worried that, hey, I did this, I think I did the payment through PayPal, so I wasn't sure. Like, I'm just like paranoid. So I was just like, who got my money? Did she get it? Am I getting my hair? But her processing time is 7 to 10 business days. So I was trying to hold my freak out until the end of that 10-day time frame. It didn't work because I still emailed. I got the hair in within the processing time and I ordered the Malaysian light wave, and I ordered a 20-inch and two 18 inches. Like, I wanted some long hair because I wanted to do the wand curl. Now, I literally have a love-hate relationship with this hair. There are times that like I put this wig on and I'm just like, yes, this is giving me life. And then there are other times, well, it's not even like other times, it's literally like 3 hours later as I'm wearing the hair that I'm just like, oh, this hair gets on my nerves. Now, I've never had raw virgin hair before. This is my first go round with this raw virgin kind of hair. I don't know if it's just supposed to act this way. I'm not sure, but all I know is that there are some days that I'm extremely happy with the hair, and then there are other days that I'm just like, oh, what a waste of my money. I bought cheaper hair and had less problems. But I love her. Her weave is always late, so I don't know. Like, this is a hard one for me to review because I'm like, I want to be completely honest, but chick always be late on her Instagram. So I'm just like, damn, what do I need to do to get my hair to look like this? Like, can you send me some tips, please? Like, I just want to be cute too. That's all I'm asking. But anyway, so first I'm gonna go through the pros because those are pretty easy, and then I'm gonna go through the cons. I'm gonna try to be diplomatically correct whenever I talk about this because the hair is not horrible. It's just a lot. So one pro about the hair is I get a lot of compliments on this hair. My family, like, they love my hair. Whenever they see me in this hair, they're just like, yes. And when I do go out, I get a lot of compliments on the hair. So it's like no one knows the background struggles unless I go ahead and explain it to them. All they see is perfection when I walk into a room, which that is a pro. I'm not against that. I want you to think my hair is just like effortlessly laid instead of, hours and hours of work. So that is definitely a pro. Another pro of the hair is I colored it. I'm not sure if that shows up really well. It colored easily, I would say, because I didn't even like bleach it. I just bought like regular Revlon box color and just like took out some pieces to kind of like give that like streaky effect, to like lighten it up a little bit, because I also dyed it black at the same time. Because the hair comes in like an off brown color, and I wanted it a little bit darker because this is a U-part wig, so I leave my natural hair out on top. So I wanted it to be bright. So the hair does color really well. I will say that the parts that are colored, I don't see them like breaking off, because I'm always like curling, flat ironing this hair. I've had it for probably almost 2 months ago at this point. Actually, a few days from now, it's gonna be exactly 2 months since I've had this hair in. Granted, it is a wig, so I do take it off at night, and sometimes I go weeks without actually wearing it. So, and wear like another one, so there's that as well. But yeah, another pro, color as well. Another pro that I would say about the hair is I love the length. So my sister thought it was actually longer than it actually is. And I was like, no, it's only like 20 inches and only 1 inch of 20, one bundle of 20 inches. And the rest is just like 18. So I will say that it's true to length, because of actually probably it's curled. So it's curled and it is this length. I'm not sure if it shows fully, but to me that's definitely a pro, because sometimes you get hair that says it's supposed to be 20 inches and you're like, oh sis, who measured for you? So there's that. Another pro is, I would say that the quality of the hair looks really good. I hope it shows on camera, because I feel like sometimes when I take pictures, and I will show you guys, like sometimes when I take selfies, I take them all day because I love myself. So I feel like whenever I take selfies, like my hair typically looks like great in them, and it looks like, oh, that girl's hair cost her a little bit of money, which it did. So I will say that's another pro. It looks really good on camera. So the cons of this hair, the cons that I don't really want to talk about, but if I'm gonna be honest in this review of this Malaysian light wave, I gotta say it. First and foremost, this hair does not look good straight. It doesn't. Like, I tried doing it straight, like on 2 occasions. I even bought a new flat iron for this, and it just does not look good straight. It looks like I have like deep, I don't know if you guys have ever had like a deep wave here and then you straighten it, but it doesn't go bone straight. It just like straightens, but you can, it's just, for me personally, it just doesn't work as like a straight texture. You definitely have to keep this hair in some kind of a wave or a curl. Let's be real, you gotta keep it in a wave of sorts, because it doesn't even handle a curl that well. So one con, it does not straighten well. Another con is if you're gonna do like wand curls where you're doing like a tighter curl on this hair, don't do it. Do not do it. I have tried it on numerous occasions because, like I said, I bought this hair with the intention of having like a wand curl. I have a few other wigs and I have them for, each has a purpose or each has a look that I typically wear with that specific wig. Now with this hair that I bought and the wig that I made, I had the intentions of keeping a very curly state, not a loose wave kind of a state, but a very curly wand curl look. I tried that a few times and it just doesn't work. The curls drop instantly, or by like 5 hours later. It gets this like, I don't know if you've ever had like synthetic hair or crochet hair, where when the if you've had curly crochet hair, when the curl starts to go, it gets this like droopy look to it. And I don't like that. When I leave my house, when I do my hair and I leave my house in the morning, I expect my hair to look the same damn way. I don't care how long it takes for me to come back, as long as it's not like the next day. And majority of the times, unless I've left my house for a 2-hour increment, I come back 5 hours later, 6 hours later, 12 hours later, my hair does not look like it did when I left the house. The only time it ever looks close to what it looks like when I've left my house is when I have it in like a large body wave kind of a look, which, to be honest, that's mostly the look that I see her wear this hair in when she posts it. So I'm gonna assume maybe she doesn't try any other styles on this hair because she has a whole bunch of other hair collections. She probably doesn't need to do different styles on the same hair. She probably just go and pick out another one and be like go to her shoe closet and go to her wig closet and be like, you know what, I want a curlier texture, I'm gonna go with this hair. So she's not like us regular folks where she's like changing the style within the same unit. She changes the unit to change her style. So that's another con, that it doesn't curl well. Another con of this hair is that it's like so much freaking work. So much work. Like, I literally curl it at night usually because I get up pretty early to go to work, and I still have to kind of like manipulate it a little bit to go to work. The only time that the curl stays is when I've done like that large body wave look. That can usually last about like 2 days before I have to like recurl it for it to have like a very like together look. I might be a perfectionist when it comes to my hair. Like, I am the kind of person that likes my hair to look a certain way when I leave the house, and like, it doesn't matter. Like, my weave will be laid and I'll be in like a t-shirt and some sweatpants and just be looking extra raggedy. I just feel like if my hair is together, I feel great. Also, what I forgot to mention about when I did the wand curls and why it's not a good idea to do the wand curls is, as well as the curl drop-in, the hair for some reason tangles a lot whenever I have the wand curl in. Like, I hate it. Like, whenever I do the wand curl and I keep trying it like a freaking like dodo, I do it over and over again, even though I know. I just hope each time that I do it that maybe this time it'll be better. Like, the first time I did it, I went through and I did like 4 or 5 layers of curls. The second time I did it, I only did like 2 layers of curls. The third time, I just like brushed the hair completely down and then just like curled the bottom of the hair with the wand curl. It didn't matter what I did, it just did not work with the wand curl. It just doesn't work with a very curly look with this hair. But it tangles when it's too curly. Like, it gets like this like tangly look, and I constantly have to run my fingers through it, which doesn't help because then that drops the curl. So that is another con. I think part of my problem with this hair is that my expectation for the hair was way too high. It was too high. It was too high because, you know what, I saw the pictures on Instagram and I've seen her do her hair on YouTube. So my expectation, I think, honestly, when I ordered this hair, it was $275. I think it was on sale or something like that. I'm not sure, or that might have been the regular price. $275 for these 3 bundles. I probably had the expectation of maybe like $1,000 hair, when in reality, that's not what I was buying. I expected this hair to be perfection. I expected me to like flick my wand through it and it's like, boop, perfect. That's not what happened. Another con of this hair, which is probably something I should have mentioned way in the beginning, is that it sheds a lot. A lot. Like, sometimes I don't even want to like vacuum and sweep my bathroom, simply because I'm just like, oh, well, I'm about to be in that wig this week, so might as well, because it's about to be another mess. Like, I gotta sweep it like every damn day. Like, it's ridiculous how much this hair sheds. When I first put this hair in, I actually did not put it in as a wig. I put it on, like, I did like a full sewing of this hair with, you know, my leave out. And within a week, I had to take it back out because it was shedding so dramatically that I was scared it was gonna like thin out. So I was like, oh my God, like, I gotta take this hair out and seal the weft. Now, I sealed the weft and I went over it like 3 or 4 times. Like, I was determined because I figured that the shedding was what was giving me all those cons about the hair when I first put it in. So I was like, you know what? This hair is gonna be perfect. It's gonna act the way it needs to act once I seal the weft. Seal the weft, long story short, it helped a little bit, but not that much. The hair still shed. Another con of this hair is that, which I don't know if it's like a real con, because I find this to be a problem with like a lot of hairs. If it has too much product in it, it doesn't really work the way it needs to work. If it has, if I've had it for like, say I've had it wearing it for like consistently for like a month, or not even like a month, for like 2 weeks, and I'm putting like, you know, like the oil, like argan oil on it to like give it a little sheen, or I put like the Frizz Ease from John Frieda, I think it's John Frieda, I'll like get a picture. If I put like the Frizz Ease on it, by like 2 weeks of like doing a little bit day after day after day, it's like I'm trying to curl the hair, and it's just like the products is just like weighing the hair down. I don't know if I have a heavy hand with doing this and that's the reason for this happening, but I just find that the hair doesn't work well with products. So I would not advise putting a lot of products on this hair. Yeah, don't do it. So after saying all that, I'm not gonna stop wearing this hair. I'm still gonna wear it because it has its good moment. What I will say is, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it again. But if anyone has any suggestions on what I can do that the hair is not constantly tangled, even as I'm sitting here, I've stopped a few times, and each time that I did, I had to go back in and kind of like run my fingers through the hair so that it wasn't like tangled. I wash this hair, like I'm not like nasty, like I wash my hair. So that's not the reason why it's not tangling because it's dirty, it's just tangling because of the hair. So yeah, as much as I love her and, you know, admire her posts on Instagram, I'm not gonna buy this hair again, but feel free. Feel free, if you have the Malaysian light wave from Fabulosity as me, feel free to send me some tips on how to make it perfect, because I'm not here to bash. I am simply here to look great when I leave my house. Like, if you want to send me like what brands you use, like I use Suave, she recommended that. I use the Suave to wash it, shampoo and conditioner. Like, I don't really put a lot of products in it. It's really just like argan oil and like the frizz control, because it gets like frizzy. Oh, forgot that con. It does get a little bit frizzy, gotta be careful there. If you have any suggestions, feel free to send it my way, because I just want to be perfect. Anyways, thank you. Until next time.